Hello guys, this is Joyce from Enjoy Scrappin' 2, and today I'm going to be doing a product focus, and the focus is going to be on the Spectrum Noir alcohol markers. I did a haul recently when I purchased the Spectrum Noirs, and I had a lot of questions and comments on it, asking I guess how I would color skin tones and hair colors, and what my opinions were about these markers versus a Copics. So I'm going to kind of go over just a little bit of the differences, and then I'll kind of color with you guys the skin tone and the hair. So I've been doing some playing around with these, and first off, Copics, there's two different types of Copics. There's a sketch markers, which is very popular, and there's also this chow markers, which is cheaper than the sketch because it holds less ink. For me, when I first purchased this first set, I got the Copic sketch set. But I don't see anything wrong with buying a set of the chows, which is definitely a lot cheaper. Chows come in less colors than the Copics, but you can start off with the chows and then add on the sketch for the additional colors that the chows don't carry. But still, it's still a very expensive investment. Like Copics generally can run from like $8 to $9 depending for the sketch, depending on where you purchase it. For the chows, I think you can get it for maybe $3 or $4 around there, and so it's definitely cheaper than the sketch. But the Spectrum Noirs are way cheaper. So for those of you guys that want to do coloring with the alcohol markers but don't have the budget for the Copics, I think this is a great alternative. So for almost a little more than a price of one marker of the sketch, you can get like the set of 8. So the Spectrum Noirs have a 6-pack where I put all of mine in this bracket for now. So where you would get a package of, 6 markers total in color families. So for instance, like you would get, if you want to collect the red color family, you would get like I think it's six total, like so. And it comes in either they have the 6-pack or the 24 packs. So the 6 packs, there's different colors. So there's the 6-pack of the blues, brown, essentials, green, pinks, purples, reds, turquoise, yellow, pale hue, which is like skin tones, and warm gray and cool gray. So like that. And you can get a package of 6 like so in a color family, and it retails for about $11.99. So for a little more than price of one marker, you get 6. So this is definitely way cheaper. The difference between this and the Copics is the tip. So I am used to the brush tip. That's what Copics is, and so is my other Shinhan Touch that I use often. They're both brush. Spectrum Noir has a chisel tip on one end and a bullet tip on the other. So what that means is this is not as flexible as the brush. So that's what I kind of had to get used to a little bit, but you can definitely get used to them and color. I thought it was pretty good marker. And if you start off with this first, I don't think you would have as much of a learning curve than if you started out with the brush markers. So because I started out with the brush markers, this was a little bit of a learning curve for me. And so I purchased all 12 of the 6 packs, and then which is what I have over here. I did actually a color chart, and so it's like this. It looks like the total of the 6 packs, there's 12 colors, and it equals to 72 colors. It seems like it's a lot of colors, but actually it's not. I felt that I had to do a lot more work to blend these colors versus the Copics or my Shinhan Touch. So you do have to work at it a little bit more. But I mean, for the price point, you can definitely, you know, work with it a little more because for that price. And so I believe they have the set of 24s, and those are supposed to fill the rest of the gap. And there is 168 colors total. Okay, so you can pretty much, I think, get the entire set for maybe like I say maybe 200 or less or so, depending on where you purchase it, and with coupons and whatever that you guys can do in the mainland. For a package of the Sketch, the 72 set that I purchased is about $350. So that is a lot of money. And so the anyways, I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm just going to show you what I did with the coloring. So I've been doing a lot of different coloring here. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. So this is a digital image that I purchased from Make It Crafty. It's like my newfound favorite. They are so cute. I love them. So I did different color hairs here and different skins, and so there's the blonde, there's the black hair, and there's like the brown hair. Okay, and then I did those, and I also did some flowers. These are some larger areas and in different colors. I only did a little bit of the pink here. I didn't finish it. And also I did the Simply Be image here. So I did quite a bit of playing around. And here's the greeting farm. This is Dolly with the bow. And this is Some Odd Girl. So I did a lot of playing around before I kind of got used to it a little bit more. And one thing that I noticed that you can't do with the Spectrum Noirs that you can do with the Sketch is that, let me get a piece of, somebody had asked me what the tip-to-tip method is. And what that is you have this one dark color and one lighter color, and if you don't have the middle color, it's not going to blend as well. But you can lay it down, the dark color, and then you're using the light color and touch the tip, and which will kind of make the medium color so you can blend. See that? And now you can blend. If you don't have the medium and you try to go and blend, you're gonna see that harsh line. But if you use a tip to tip, which is like this, it's gonna kind of give you that medium tone, and then you can kind of build it. So you don't have to have such variety, I mean a large collection to color if you have a large dark and the light. But the Spectrum Noirs, because it's a bullet tip, I couldn't do that. So I couldn't make the middle color. And as you can see on the color chart, the 72, you see a lot of gaps here. And so you have to really get creative and learn these markers and how they work in order to achieve that smooth blend. That's what I noticed. So today what I'm going to color with you, the most question that I got was the skin tone and the hair color. So today I'm going to be doing the skin tone and the hair color. So I'm going to color this Dolly with the bow. Hopefully it's not too dark for you because I'm filming this at night. Because this week I have a lot of things going on, so I don't know when I'll be able to record this. So for the skin, I tried a lot of different combinations, and the colors that I like to use, I found out, was the TN2, which is a pale hue, and the FS2, which is also a pale hue, and FS3 I use for blush. You can also use, I tried the GB8 as well as the FS2. I tried all different combinations, as you can see in this color right here. Okay, so we'll try the TN2 and the FS2. TN2 and FS2, and then I need the FS3 for my medium, I mean the cheeks. And I noticed on a couple of my markers, I couldn't get the cap off. The whole thing would pop off. So I don't know if it's a defective marker, but it's only this one that I have a hard time with. I marked it, but you see when I try to open it, oh, see, when I'm doing it on camera now, it opens, but the whole thing comes out. Because earlier I tried to open this and the whole inside also was coming out. And of course, if I'm doing a video, so it's working perfectly fine. So I always like to start with my darkest, with my alcohol markers. That's just the way I prefer to color. You can experiment and do what you prefer or what's easier for you. And then I'm kind of putting where I want my darkest to be. And what I noticed with the Spectrum Noirs, the paper really matters. You have to use a good quality paper, otherwise I notice it spreads and it leaks out of the lines. So I'm using this is a Nina Solar White, but you can use any paper, but I did notice that the paper did matter a lot more than if you were to use a Copics. So here I'm going to give her a bridge, the nose, and then I'm going to kind of soften that out. Okay. So you can go back and color, make it a little darker. And again, because this is a bullet tip, for the brush tip, you can kind of do the flicking motion, and the ends will be a lot thinner than the first initial put down of the marker. But this, I really had to get used to the tip, like I said, because I started off with the bullet tip. And then I'm going to give her some cheeks here. So this is a nice skin tone. And actually the Tupelo Designs right now, LLC, they're having the Spectrum Noir markers sale. So all the Spectrum Noir markers, they're 10% off. So this would be perfect time for you to stock up. Unfortunately, the set of the 24s, they have limited quantities because it was sold out. But for the money's worth for this marker, I think it's great. You don't have to have like super expensive, Copic markers if you, can't, it's not in your budget. This week is my little girl's birthday, so I have a lot of things going on. That's why I wanted to film this, and I'm filming this at night because it's a weekend. Normally I don't film on weekends, but I wanted to get this going. And also tell you guys that Tupelo Designs are having the Spectrum Noir sale, which is like perfect timing. So that's that for the skin. Now for the hair, I'm doing the brown hair, and I like the combination. I've tried so many different combinations, but I like the TN7 and EB5, and then I also use some EB8 and the GB8 or 10. I don't know if I wrote it down. Nope, of course I didn't write it down, but looks like it's a GB8. So let's try the GB8. I know I purchased the case, those like Spectrum Noir cases for this, and I can't find it right now, but I know I have the cases to put this in. That'll be a lot easier for me to search for the colors. EB5. I'm gonna put a little bit of the dark EB8. GB8. I need the TN7. I might not even use the GB8. So GB8, and then here you go. And if you look at the marker, there's like a little thing right here that has this gray band. That's where the tip is, the bullet tip. But I don't want to like have to look. This is so I had to mark it. I mark all of them because it's easier for me to just grab and know exactly where the tip is that I'm using. So again, I'm going with my darkest, and then I'm going to, I like to flick up. Some people like to flick down, so you have to find what you prefer. And then you always want to go with the hair, the way it's growing. See it, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't make as like a fine point at the end with the flicking motion. I could probably like be wrong, you know, maybe I just have to get used to it even more, play with it, but that's what I noticed. They're also Tupelo Designs LLC. They're also having the same sale for the new Spectrum Noir Aquas. If you guys were eyeing those out, I know I am. I'll probably get it eventually. So, and the color over here, where this part is gonna be all shaded completely. I'm going to just shade this area here too. Okay, and then and move your papers around so it's comfortable for you to color. I probably will make another video with these markers, coloring other images. So stay tuned for that. Today I'm going to just do the skin and the hair. And then I'll be doing more coloring. So let me know what you want to see. Most people had questions regarding this marker and the hair and the skin tones that I would choose for this. This image is kind of hard to color because her hair just goes in all different directions. And then now I'm going to grab my TN7, my medium color, and then just kind of bring it out a little more. I think the hair takes me the longest. I like to leave a little bit of white. So it's like your preference of how you like to color. You want to create that texture for hair. And then again, I'm going to go in with my darkest, and I am going to use a little bit of the EB8 because I want the roots and stuff to be dark, but I'm only using it. I hope I was on camera the whole time. Oh my goodness. So what happens when I zoom in and I don't mark it. I'm only coloring the skin and the hair because I don't want this video to be super long. Normally when I do coloring tutorials, I speed it up quite a bit. But I want to kind of show you guys how to do it if you're new and wondering about the markers and things. So I'm going to be doing this real time so you can see the process. So I'm only adding this deep darkest color to where I want the shade to be, just a little bit. To this will really give a good highlight for the hair. It'll make the other colors stand out a lot more. Hopefully I was on camera when I was coloring everything, otherwise I gotta redo this video. So don't be intimidated by alcohol markers. The more you practice, the more better you'll get. I still have lots to learn myself. And then go in with my, this is my medium color. I keep bringing the image closer to me. Maybe in the next video I'll do the clothing and finish her up. Okay, so there she is, her skin and the hair. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, and if you have any other questions, please leave me a comment below and I'll try to make a video or answer it on the message. So thank you so much for watching, and I think this is a great deal if you don't have the budget for the Copics. I think this is perfectly fine. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.